Hello all, welcome to my channel All Set Ready CP. So today the summer is actually in the peak in our South Chennai. So we are going to see a product that will help to overcome this heat. So normally people will go for AC, but buying an AC would cost around for 40,000. So we bought an pedestal fan. It's Usha Striker, 400 mm, 2000 RPM. So let me show you clearly the specification. So it has 2100 RPM and 135 watt rated power. So latest manufacturer so November 2022 and MRP is around 4000, but you can get it for 3400. So this video would be like complete unboxing and basic review on the airflow. So let's see one by one what are the components we have inside. First we have this outer cover, inner cover, and also the fan. So the first one. The second one we have is the base. So it's number 2. And the next thing we have is in a box, and it's nothing but since it's pedestal van, we have to have a height adjustment, right? So this is the height adjustment one. So number 3, and this is our actual motor. So number 4, and finally this cup. So totally 5 parts. The concept here is we have to assemble this 5. That's it. So here's the warranty card and the user manual. We can see this and easily attach, but this is common for any pedestal fan. So since there are only 5 parts, it will be straightforward to assemble. In case if we don't find a way, then we can look into this user manual. But still, for newbies, whoever needs, they can refer this manual and attach this. Now let's get into the process. The base is actually well built. Being Usha, they are in fan industry for a long time, right? So there's nothing to say more about this. It's heavy too. Let's keep the base. The second thing what we have to do is we have to attach this height adjuster inside in that base. For that we need screws, right? So they did a good job. Instead of giving screw in a separate pouch, they have already kept the screws in the base itself. So we will unscrew it. 4 screws we have to unscrew. It's normal star screwdriver. So as I mentioned, this is common for any brand's pedestal fan. So by referring this, you can assemble anything. Ensure that you don't miss any screws. Handling screw is the biggest task when we do some mechanical works. It's better to have a small bowl. I haven't kept now, but just for your reference. So this base would act as a cover. This cap will act as a cover. So before that, we have to place the height adjuster. So how this height adjuster actually works? Just twist it, and if you see, okay. So I'll place it here and make all the 4 screws tighten. With this, it means that we had 5 components, of which we are completing assembling with 2 components. So we have only 3 more left. Ensure that you tighten it well. Okay, so we are done with the tightening process and it's strong. Now the third thing is we have to put this cap. That's it. So with these three components we have done. So we are left over only with two components. We'll do that next. So this is how we need to extend. If you just pull from inside, you will get a steel rod. You have to bring it up. That's how we have to extend. But let it leave it aside. Now we will move on to the next two parts assembling. So two parts is nothing but the fan blade, the front and back of the fan to be assembled to the motor. Okay. And the fan is of good quality. And we have two covers. So the one with Usha would be the front one. It's obviously known. And the one this would come at the back end. And that's a handle at the top which will be coming at the top. We have to place it inside this motor. So how to do that, let us see. First we have to remove that upper cover. So removing that is a tricky part. We have to rotate in the opposite side of the, like anti-clockwise to open it, because fan will be rotating clockwise, right? So this has to be rotated anti-clockwise. That's a thing which took me some large amount of time to identify and open. So this is how it comes out. Next we have to place the rear panel, right? If I try to place this rear panel, it is not getting seated. It's checking, right? So there is some other mechanism. So on checking, see, if I try to tighten it, it won't work. Even if I place this fan blade directly, in the cover the fan blade is getting touched, right? So that should not happen. So I'm missing something. I think we do have one more set of screw, something like that. So let me check. Yeah, so here it is. We can remove this, and now I'll try to place this and tighten it. Still it is not sitting well. I think I'm missing something else. Let me remove this and check what I'm missing. Okay, there are some three locks over there. One, let me show you. 1, 2 and 3. So just place the three locks in three holes over here, and now it got placed in its position at the right position. Now we will tighten it. Okay, now it's seated well. Next thing is we have to place the fan blade. So in the fan blade, one side would be flat and one side you can see. So if you see, this will be the front side, the flat side, and at the back end there will be some straight line kind of thing which you have to place in that center line that you could see. I'll just place it over there. There is a kind of lock mechanism. So if you place, it gets automatically locked. Yeah, so we have placed, and so it now rotates well and fine without touching the outer cover. Now I will place the nut back. It's going to be hand tight. So this should be rotated in the opposite side of which the fan rotates. Hold the blades and tighten it well. So with this the major part is over. Next we have to place the outer cover. The outer cover is something very easy. Just place it out, and at the bottom there will be a screw. It will be normally a star screwdriver. So by just using the star screwdriver, just tighten it. With that, this process will come to end. So there it is. And this nut is a very important nut which has to be tightened well and good. Okay, we will move on to the next step. Next step is 1, 2, 3 we have assembled, right? So left side. So one is base, extender and its cap. So now in that extender we have to place this 4 and 5 assemble. So fan blade and the motor we have to assemble inside that rod. So to do that I am just going to loosen the knob which is present at the back side, and now place your fan in that extender. So you may get a question like how much it will go inside. The question is very simple. Behind the fan, right? So there is a stopper. If you can see, only till that level the extender can get in. So nothing to worry, you can just press well. It won't go more than the allowed limit, and then tighten the knob which we have loosened. That's it. With this the assembling is done. There is one more knob here, right at the top. This is for tilting up and down. And there is one more knob which is for rotating the fan. Even that can be removed. It is a normal screw thread. We can tighten it up. With this the whole fan assembly comes to an end. Now we will try to power on and see whether our assembling works. The height is well and adequate if you want to use it for your home purpose. Now let's give a try. 1. So 1 is low, 2 is medium, 3 is high as usual. I could see some vibration too in our front panel. I think still we need to tighten that. I will tighten it. I will tighten it again. It's always good to switch off before you touch it because everything is metal, right? So it's always for a safer side. There won't be any shock, but still it's safe to switch off and do anything that you do. Yeah. So with this, it's done. Air throw is really adequate even in low. I don't know how to show, but I can show you with some plastic cover. Though the output may be very less, but the actual air throw, since it's 2100 rpm, it's much faster than you guys think. So low, medium and high. So usually the pedestal fan would be of rpm 1300 to 1400, but it's always better to consider higher rpm fans which will give more throw. So with this we'll close this video. Thank you all for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe.